Meanwhile, the case against the alleged mastermind behind the murder of 28-year-old Tshegofatso Pule has been postponed to the 25th of May. Ntuthuko Shoba appeared in the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court west of Johannesburg this morning. The 32-year-old was arrested at his home in Florida earlier this year after the man convicted of the murder of Pule turned state witness. Now, in June last year, Pule's body was found in an open veld in Roodepoort. She was 8 months pregnant at the time. Shoba was arrested earlier this year and was twice denied bail. Today, his lawyer brought an application stating that if he was transferred to Johannesburg prison, he would not be safe. He claimed that the threats were from Muzikayise Malepane, the man convicted of her murder. The matter was postponed to the 25th of May for the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court to deal with the concerns that have been raised now about security. Shoba will appear in the High Court for a pre-trial on the 28th of May. Well, Shoba has told the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court that there were WhatsApp messages making the rounds threatening his safety. This after the court transferred him to the Johannesburg prison as his trial is expected to begin at the end of this month in the High Court. To speak to us about the pending trial and the murder of Tshegofatso Pule, we're now joined by her uncle, Tumisang Katake. Mr. Katake, thank you for being with us. I understand you're an attorney, so you're familiar with the way the courts work. Are you disappointed at this latest delay, or is it understandable?
Good evening, Francis, and good evening to the full viewers. Francis, I cannot say I'm disappointed, but for some reasons it was expected of Mr. Shoba to do all these delaying tactics. At some point, I remember sitting with the family down after he brought the second bail application on new facts to say he's going to be wanting to exercise his rights to the extent that he can.
Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, what I can say as a family, it's texting on us emotionally, texting on us psychologically, because we still have to relive the traumatic experience that we once suffered almost a year ago.
I'm sure of that. You say delaying tactics, so you don't believe that his life is being threatened, as he says?
Look, for me, as I was listening in court today, I thought the application was without substance. The reason why I'm saying is that if he is saying, like he was alleging in court, that his life has been threatened, one of the key things that I think should have been brought to the attention of the court was those threats. Were those threats directed to him, and how did he receive the threats when he's inside the prison cells? I am not sure if they were directed to him or any of the family members, actually making sure that the family member makes sure that he gets those threats. There were voice notes that were spoken of. There was also a video that was spoken of. But even that video was not played to the court. Even those voice notes were not played to the court, so that the court could be in a position to actually determine if those threats were valid or not.
Yeah. All right, so you'll all be back in court towards the end of the month. Are you confident then the wheels of justice will begin turning?
I've always been confident in the strength of the state's case. There's never been any moment as a family where we doubt the capability of the state to actually prosecute this case successfully. The only thing which is of concern to us as a family is to make sure that we actually kick off the trial without any delays, especially from the defense.
Yeah. Are you working well with state prosecutors? Have they been interacting with the family? Are you confident, it sounds like you are, that they're on top of the case?
Look, I'll be honest with you, Francis. The manner in which this case has been actually worked on, especially by the entire justice system team, from the police to the NPA, they've been doing a tremendous work, keeping the family abreast with the happenings. And then even today, as the court was actually directing the captain what to do, the captain did call me about 2 hours ago to inform me that whatever that the court actually wanted me to do, it has been executed.
Yeah.
So that's what brings the confidence in us as a family to say, look, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's why we are confident that we are of the opinion that the NPA will prosecute this case successfully.
All right, that is good to know, and thank you for that update. We will follow this case closely, and hopefully for your family's sake here, it is wrapped up as soon as possible. That was Tumisang Katake, the uncle of Tshegofatso Pule.